Hello. All right. Excellent. Sound is working. Welcome to Cyber Mentoring Monday. This is the first Cyber Mentoring Monday as the inaugural.
Oh god, what is this, Tiberius?
I can't even let me get my freaking intro out. Atticus, I was telling you what it was. First Cyber Mentoring Monday as the inaugural champion of the VX Underground Malware Trivia Night. Oh yeah. You know what? I may lose my title at some point, but they cannot take away the fact.
Rigged? I don't give a shit about your opinion. Get fucked.
It was rigged until we won. All right? Let's just be clear about that. Okay? It was 100% rigged until we started winning. They can never take that away from me, chat. They can never take away the fact that I won the the inaugural fucking VX. How did we win? All right, if you missed this, then you need to go watch. Someone give it. One of my mods, Manicus, you're in chat. Give a shout out to VX Underground _live Twitch, because they have it the VOD up on their Twitch channel. Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know what happened, Friday evening, myself and Track It Pacer, and ending with Ali, participated in the first VX Underground Malware Trivia Night, which we were invited to. I don't quite understand what. I think we were supposed to be the joke team. That's how I see it. I think they were like, let's get three fairly influential, in quotes, right? Twitter / TikTok / Twitch cybersecurity people who know literally nothing about malware, and put them on a team, and see what happens. I don't think we were supposed to win. I'm still shocked we did. So if you want to watch how it ran, so okay, so here's the thing. We went into this, so we named ourselves Team Rocket, mostly because Track It Pacer was pretty much I think, honestly, the most intelligent on our team. I was definitely in third. Ending with Ali and Track It Pacer, probably like right up there. I was definitely the least intelligent person on that team. But we named it because we thought, you know what, Track It Pacer works on rockets. So we'll name it Team Rocket. And in the in our initial team meetings, we were like, well, we could just go like Pokemon theme, right? We could do Pokemon stuff. And that would have worked really nicely. But we ultimately decided there were three options. We could have done the Pokemon route, right? Because Team Rocket, which definitely was on the agenda. And the second thing we came up with was, well, why don't we dress up as CEOs of rocket companies? So basically, Track It would have been her boss. What's his name? Jeff Bezos, right? Ali would have been Elon Musk, and I would have clearly, right, because of the accent and beard, been Richard Branson. That was on the agenda for a little bit, but then we just thought, you know what, screw it. Let's just all dress up like Elon Musk. And so let me share the if we did stream. So Ali was streaming us, but this is our outfits. We wore this the entire contest, even though we did not appear on the actual stream for VX Underground. We were streaming on Ali's Ali's Twitch, but we wore this the entire time. I don't know if you noticed, but I got ChatGPT to create some rockets, which may or may not be covered in emeralds from a possibly non-existent, maybe, emerald mine in South Africa. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. All right. We had Occupy Mars t-shirts on. We bought SpaceX caps, which were honestly they stank. I don't know what's going on over at the SpaceX cap manufacturing place, but anyway, yeah, the caps did stink, and we all wore wigs. So that was us. We were up against a few other teams. As you can see, these are the final scores. Now the final scores look a bit wacky. That's because at the end of the basically the penultimate round, I think Ping Dynasty had like 75 points and something RFC had like 70 or something. We had 100. We had exactly 100, and Send Us Cute Cats had 95. All right, so we thought we'd won. And then they dropped a bombshell on us. They were like, oh, so for the last round, unexpectedly, what we're going to do is do a like Final Jeopardy wager. With obviously without knowing the question first. So we risked it. We bet no. So we figured, well, Send Us Cute Cats are going to want to win. The only way Send Us Cute Cats Send Us Cute Cats are going to bet all of their points. I figured. Like, why would they not? Because, like, you know, they knew what we were. I mean, we suspected they would bet their points because they're thinking, well, we'll bet all our points to guarantee a victory, right? So we bet 95 points, just so we wouldn't come in complete last place if we lost, and we used our lifeline, even though. Like, we were 95% sure. The question was on Java magic bytes for class files. So ironically, Ping Dynasty had gone before us, and they had bet almost all of their points. And they had a question about Java serialization magic bytes, which I knew the answer to. All right? I knew that answer. And then on our question was about Java class file magic bytes, which I'd eliminated 2 of the possible answers, and I was fairly certain it was A, which was the Cafe Babe or whatever, Cafe Babe. So yeah, I was like fairly certain, but we had a lifeline, and Ali phoned her friend Carl, who I think does dev, I assume. Anyway, Carl, I was like, Ali, don't tell Carl any of the answers, because I've seen this happen before. You read out the 4 answers, right, to a person on the phone, and they second guess themselves. I was like, he either knows the answer or he doesn't. So don't give him any of the options. Just say, what are the magic bytes? And if he knows, he knows. Carl knew. So Carl was awesome. Carl came in clutch. And yeah. But before this, it was hilarious. So like I said, we were trying to meme the entire time. I mean, we were literally dressed up as Elon Musk. So we were memeing the entire time. We were complaining the entire time about how unfair everything was. Especially when, like, Send Us Cute Cats kept getting all these easy softball questions in a row, right? It was hilarious. And let me just say, if you rewatch the VOD, right? We were, for some reason, I think a lot of people didn't understand we were doing a bit, all right? Because like people were complaining about us complaining all the time, and it's like, dude, we're doing a bit. We called ourselves Team Rocket. We insisted. Right out the gate, we insisted the host call us all individually Elon. All right? I don't think it could have been clearer we were doing a bit, but still, people seemed to be like annoyed that we were complaining. But we were just in character, right? We were in character as Elon Musk, claiming everything was rigged the entire time. Like, it was hilarious. Like, Send Us Cute Cats kept getting easy lowball, and this is not a serious quiz, okay? So we were finding it hilarious that they were just getting these easy questions, and so it was just great because every time we came on, I would just freaking like start bitching, which was hilarious, I thought. But a lot of people didn't seem, well, they took it way more seriously than we were. We went into this totally expecting to come last, It was about 3/4 of the way in that we realized we actually had a chance of winning it. And so then we were like, oh, okay, well, you know, we'll still meme a lot. But if we can win, we can freaking win. And then we ended up winning, which was hilarious. So that was great. I don't know how we ended up winning. There was some great moments, like the time when I made Laurie I'd already seen the question on the Twitch stream that we were watching, and I was like, you don't need to read the answer. I know the answer is B, final answer. That was on the I think it was the Caesar cipher or something. But like, there were some really, really good like mixture of questions. But yeah. Overall, it was such a fun event. I had so much fun. Everybody played along really well. There was a point where Ping Dynasty tried to use their phone a friend to call me. and then when it wasn't allowed, they were like, okay, well, we just want to tell Tiberius that we know the answer. And it's like they totally did like if you've ever seen the first US Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, he phones his dad on the $1 million question just to tell his dad that he knows the answer and he's going to win the $1 million. So they were like, can we phone Tiberius as our phone a friend? And then they were totally like, yeah, we know the answer to this. Which, perfect. Love it. Like, all the teams played along so freaking well. We had a call afterwards, a private call, and I just had to, like, my God, they're all such great sports. I absolutely love them all. It was just so much fun. It was hilarious. Like, and the good news is there was, even though this was clearly not a serious quiz, right? This was a lot of fun. There were prizes which I actually didn't realize going into. We had done so little research for this that I wasn't even aware there were actual prizes at the end. Again, in case it wasn't obvious by what's on the screen right now, we did not take this seriously. Okay? we were... There was absolutely zero seriousness on our team at all. Anyway, so we won $500, divided between the three of us, which works out, I've calculated, roughly about after PayPal took their PayPal tax, like 16 giveaways. So obviously, I told people, well, if you're gonna give me money for winning a silly freaking malware quiz show, I'm just gonna give it back to my viewers. So we're gonna do giveaways. We'll spread them out. We're definitely doing giveaways. So yeah, that's cool, right, chat? Yeah. We'll do 16-ish giveaways over the course of the next few streams, I figure. Alright, let me read my chat, because I've just not been paying attention. By the way, I was delayed because my prompter stopped working and then it started working again. Two hours of sleep. Manicus, go to bed. Are we doing some labs tonight? We're not. We're just going to do some AutoRecon stuff. Alright. I would say, Tim, you're the most intelligent to think. No. Ali is a software developer and works at Hack5, and Trackit Pacer does network engineering on rockets. She has the coolest job ever. Have to watch you definitely need to watch the VOD. The VOD was hilarious. Also, the production value was amazing. Okay, cool. I love the way it was run. And I kind of want to, I kind of want to get Laurie to give me the source code for her quiz software, because I kind of want to do my own version of this, like totally just riding on their coattails. But I totally want to do this and invite VX Underground as a team, and do just a web one. I think that would be fun, because I can think of. I mean, if you haven't seen my web app interview questions, you know I can think up some really freaking evil questions. So I think that would be funny. Cool. Yeah, so that was good. Let me go back to the webcam. But yeah, had a blast. And then it would be great. We'll probably adapt it. Every team has to answer all the questions. I don't know. I feel like it's fine the way it was. It was a lot of. That's the thing. It's not a serious quiz. It was fun. Like the fact that I 100% believe the questions are randomized. By the way, 100%. I'm not like. And again, if you watched the VOD and took my complaining, constant complaining as serious, then you need to A, get a sense of humor, but B, like it was totally just on brand for the whole Elon Musk thing. Okay. And my god, yeah. So the Seven of Cute Cats team got so many freaking lowball questions at the start, and then we had a string of them, which was funny. It was hilarious. And then they had one question, so they're all multiple choice, and they had one question where like the C wasn't even a real answer; it was like a meme. What's going on my green screen? Come on, green screen. Green. Oh god. Nope. Alright, that's a bit better. Okay, what we got here? Sorry to hear about your departure from TCM. I hope all is well. Great to be here. Thanks for the Brit for informing me. That's Oh, I didn't realize Brit did that. Thank you. Yeah, no, I like I said, like there's no hard feelings. At least I hope there's no hard feelings. It was just not the right place for me at this moment in time. So you know, the company is great. I love what Heath's doing. I love working with everyone there. Just not the right place for me. But that happens. Never watched Ali before you raided her a while back. She has so much. She does. She really freaking does. Ali's awesome. If you've never watched Ending with Ali, Mods, can you give a shout out to Ending with Ali? Yeah, she does some really fun streams. She's more into software development, but she also works with Hack5 and does Threatwire. So, yeah. All your answering, you can calm the people who are just luck-based, etc. There are always people talking things. Yeah, I know. There are a bunch of people, I think, taking it way too seriously. What's happening? We're going to do some... Well, we're talking about recent events, I guess, and we're also going to do some AutoRecon stuff in a bit. Where can one buy some red teaming tools? Like, what kind of red teaming tools? What do I think about Deloitte? I've never worked at Deloitte. I have no opinions one way or the other about Deloitte. Oh yeah, by the way, I did announce this on Twitter earlier. I am currently kind of looking for work. Send you a message on Twitter for job. Yeah, so I'll respond. I did put out a tweet before I went live I've got quite a few people in my DMs on Twitter, so I appreciate everybody. I'm not ignoring anyone. I just have to respond to people when I'm not so busy with streaming and stuff. So I appreciate everyone reaching out. Yeah, I did post on Twitter earlier that I am looking for a position, but I understand how, like, I'm not in a hurry, right? Right now I'm just kind of coasting. I'm kind of just enjoying streaming and I'm working on my course and just random crap. So I'm doing. I understand, like, interview processes can take, like, a month or so. So, just getting the ball rolling on that. RF1 lockpicking kits, Flipper and stuff. Well, Flippers you can really only get from Flipper Zero's website, I think. At least that's probably where you should. Hack5 do some good hardware stuff. Lockpicking kits, I would go for Covert Instruments or Jimmy Longs. The problem with Jimmy Longs is a lot of his stuff is out of stock because he's an independent manufacturer. But yeah, I'm looking for a pen test position, preferably at a company that's rather small. I got weird responses. Like somebody sent me there's like Mandiant at Google are hiring, and like I don't know.
Dispensing gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
Thank you for the resubscription, Pink, like Pineck Gamer 9. Resubscribed for 3 months. Appreciate it. Oh, and Deadpool 3020. Sorry, I didn't see you resubscribing Prime for 2 months. I understand completely that I have it very very good in that I can kind of be picky about where I work. So I don't have any qualms about people applying to companies like Mandiant. I personally don't like applying to companies that have literally just laid off a ton of people. For a few reasons, mostly because I don't know, it just seems like such a red flag to me that you laid off a bunch of people and then start hiring people to replace them. It's like, okay, so why did you lay them off? Like, either you didn't need to lay off as many people as you did, or you laid off people to try and get cheaper people. So, like, either way is bad, in my opinion. And if you're desperate for a job, I want to make sure I'm very clear. I do not have a negative opinion of anyone who is desperate for work who goes to work for a company like Mandiant, right? This is not any kind of judgment on you as a person. That's absolutely fine. Personally, I would rather, honestly, I'd rather work for smaller companies. I've had so much more fun working at smaller companies than working at large companies in cybersecurity. Smaller companies tend to be just way more, I don't know, personable places to work. Like there's it's not, I wouldn't ever say there's a family attitude, but it's more of a close-knit attitude. Everyone's kind of like, chats to each other and is friendly, and it's just a nicer environment to work at. But yeah. Have you heard of IO Active? Might as well worth a shout. I haven't, but if you want to, like, DM me something. Would you work for OpenAI if you got an offer? I don't have an issue with OpenAI necessarily. But I mean, I'm doing web app pen testing. I would prefer to just join a consultancy, to be honest with you. Want to move to Switzerland? No. No, thank you. Please don't be offended. What can you really confidently hack? Web applications. I've been hacking web applications for 12 years. Where I can learn infrastructure pen testing team, that would be a great friend of the stream, Al Hazred. Mods, could you give a shout out to Al Hazred, please? Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, you're on LinkedIn. Yeah, Al Hazred on Twitch. Give a shout out anyway, but You won't see it. Makes me nervous to look for job. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame anyone though who needs a job. Like I said, I'm in a very good position. I can look for. I can pick and choose. My experience, the layoffs have been to recycle the position because they couldn't get the people to come into the office, and so a lot of companies started laying off people. And after 2 to 6 months, they will post the same positions with on-site requirement. Yeah, potentially, but that's the thing. Like, on-site sucks. I already said I'm remote only. I will hire you tips. You'll be paid in V-Bucks. A lot of times you get people that get word of layoffs and leave on their own, that the company didn't want to leave, so they have to backfill the position. That's true as well. But, you know, still, you can kind of factor that in a lot of times, though. Let's just say layoffs are freaking bad. Layoffs are already a red flag, right? Why, you know, layoffs tell me generally, and this isn't an always like a rule, but layoffs tell me that you don't really know how to handle your company very well, right? Stop overhiring. And this is largely a US problem. I found there's always this. I don't know. There's a way you can run companies in the US where they tend to favor growth over anything else. And it's great when you can grow a company, but if you try and grow a company unnaturally and you just look at growth thinking if we grow the company, profits will come. I don't think that's a very good way of running a company. I like grow your company naturally. If the work comes in, grow. But like a lot of these companies just basically overhired. And I don't think overhiring is a good idea. So, yeah. Are you looking for a job now? I am. I posted on Twitter earlier. In the small companies, do you work faster? I don't understand. No. I don't get what you mean work faster. You work at the same speed. Small companies are just smaller. Would you recommend OSCP? Yeah, generally. You do bug bounty? Not really. I dabble in it, but I'm mostly just a regular pen tester. Most do hybrid now, or you work 3 days a week in the office? There's no real need for pen testers to work in the office. That's the thing. Have you considered freelance? Yeah, of course I have. The issue is always going to be the overhead of freelance. And health insurance. They overhired as a solution to not having their competitors have the talent. Yeah, and how did that turn out for them? That's why I don't trust big companies, honestly. There's just a few things I don't do in the industry anymore. I don't go for big companies anymore. I don't do acquisitions. If you hire me and your company gets acquired, I'm pretty much out. I've been acquired like it's either 3 or 4 times now. It's never been good. Never. If you, and this is a cautionary tale for anyone who wants to start their own business. If you are starting your business as a passion project, right, not just a way to get rich, okay. So obviously, if you're starting a business to get rich, then acquisitions is great because yeah, you'll get a bunch of money, and you don't have to do shit, right? If you are starting a company because you want your company is your baby, right, and you treat it like that, and you're really passionate about it, do not ever get acquired, right? Ever. It will destroy your baby. Okay, that company that you've built that you're so proud of will die the day you sign the contract to agree to an acquisition. All right, and it might not die immediately, but it will die. You're basically signing a death warrant when you sign over your company to somebody else. All right, it's just fact. There is no good acquisition, and the problem is HR will tell you, "Oh, I've been for an acquisition; it was fine." Don't believe them; they lie. There are no good acquisitions. Passed OCP a few days ago. Well done.
Thank you for following.
Wanted to thank you for your content, especially the pro stuff. Well, you're welcome. Appreciate it. I kind of want to freelance so that I really burn out but bank a ton of cash. Wait, that came out wrong. I just want money. Yeah, like that's the issue though, is you've got to, like, I don't know. With freelance, you kind of do gain. You can obviously charge or more sort of hourly rates, but at the same time, you do have to become your own boss and find work. You know, so it's not that amazing. 1099, no, 1099, and that's the other thing. Double tax is not good. Is not fun. Getting taxed as a self-employed person. If your product doesn't have a market fit and you're too much in debt, you can get acquired and maybe cashed out. Yeah, but like if your product doesn't have a market, and yeah, if you're getting acquired, like I'm just saying, if getting acquired is the only way for you to save your company, then sure, just be aware that it won't be the company anymore. Right? It's not a I'm purely talking about if you're creating a company as sort of a vision, and you have a certain vision that you want your company to reflect, or values, like, and you voluntarily like if you go into an acquisition voluntarily, you're not forced.
New subscription
right?
received. Dispensing gratitude.
To sell or whatever. That's always generally bad. Thank you, Michael Antello, for for subscribing at tier 1. When you started, did you face frustrations in knowing stuff and sometimes you felt like quitting? Yes, always. But you just have to learn. That's the problem. Quick question, is it easier or harder for you to find new places to work with your background and public reach? I would probably say it's easier now. A lot of people know who I am. So I guess it might be harder because, like, I am quite vocal about employee rights on social media. And that might be a negative. But the way I see it, if you see that as a negative, you're probably not the right company. Probably not the company I want to work for anyway. Right? So it kind of like, it naturally weeds out companies. I mean, the fact is, my inbox is full of people messaging me. Like, I have like 10 people already who've messaged me saying, "Hey, we've got a job offer, blah blah blah." So, and you know, maybe none of them pan out. I don't know. I haven't checked. But you know, I'll find something. This is the thing. I saw it summed up. I think in a blog post the other day, like the whole like 3 million jobs in cyber. Like, it obviously is wrong, but there is definitely a hole for talent in cybersecurity. But the issue is it's not for beginner talent. So the people that are gonna get hired, unfortunately, are the people with a lot of experience, which happens to be me, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't the case. I wish that everyone could get hired. But it's just not the case right now. The industry's in a weird place. What percentage junior pen testing? I don't know. I don't know. I would say junior pen testing is probably the smallest. Because you need... The one benefit of junior pen testers is they come cheap. And you can sort of educate them and teach them and mold them into better pen testers. But obviously, because they lack experience, they aren't worth as much. But anyway. Whatever company you choose is kind of endorsement by you for it. I guess that's why I post on Twitter. Like, you know, I can help you with your social media shit. Brand awareness. Okay, I'm gonna fix my green screen again. Is that better? Ah, freaking hate that. I swear I usually have this set up so nicely and then it just... Alright, maybe that's good? That looks good. Cool. Alright, we're done. I know! Stupid green screen. Oh my god, it's doing it again!
Received. Dispensing gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, indeed. What happens if I up the similarity? Is that better? I just don't want it to get too bad that it's going to start replacing my face. I think that's fine. Oh, crap. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, let's do a marble race. Screw it. Marble race time. Have I actually got marble race? Oh, where did marble race go? Alright, 2 seconds. Are we live again?